Right here. Come on up. Give her a hand. So we planned with Jonathan ahead of time. So he's like, super smooth. Everything. I'm going to lead you through this. You don't have to be nervous. What's your name?
Sarah.
And what's your best fit type?
ENTP.
And where are you from?
Ohio.
So talk about some expectations you had as a kid or a child.
Well, the segue from Jonathan to me is bravery. I didn't know I was an ENTP. I mean, I've been a type geek forever, but I thought I was an INFP for 25 years. And it didn't sit well, but I just thought of myself as a very small person who was not confident. And, I realize now I'm like looking at the expectations that my family had of me that are so subtle. They're like assumptions. It's like not even the expectation, but the assumption. So we're here in Gettysburg, and that's about 7 hours from where I live in Ohio. And I want to go. I want to go. I can go. It's just one state over. But I don't have all the data I need to make a fully fledged plan that would please my SJ father. I mean, and I realize there are bits of data that I cannot have. They will emerge from the situation. How late are we going to go and how tired am I going to be? I don't know. I don't have a hotel room booked anywhere tonight. And I allowed myself to be brave enough to make the trip anyway. And that's new and it feels very emboldening. It's like, wait a minute, my extroverted intuition, exploration, and my introverted thinking accuracy, I can crunch the numbers on that when I know what the numbers are. But I won't know until I get there, and that's okay. So I feel very free now.
So what I heard you saying is that you've been raised with a certain expectation. You didn't even say expectation. You said assumption.
I mean, it's not like it was ever communicated to me. Oh, you must not go on a trip without a full plan.
Right.
I mean, but there's this sense, the word that's coming to my mind is irresponsible. That it's irresponsible to just start something if you don't know how you're going to carry it through and be sure that it's going to work out. But I can think back right now and, my SJ father who always wanted to plan, how many times did his plans get scuttled by data that emerged from the situation and didn't work with his plan? How many times did we not get to do the thing we wanted to do because it wasn't compatible with the already established plan? And it was just this revelation to me this week. I can go with half a plan. And I said, you know what? I'm going to need to make pit stops on the way. It's a 7-hour trip. At my first pit stop, I'll figure out where I will have lunch and if I have to divert from the route that Google Maps has given me. And it turns out it's like, there's a better route. And I'm like, well, I want to eat lunch at this restaurant. Hey, there's one on that path. Awesome. So I did that. And then I'm like, okay, my gas tank is getting down to next to nothing. How about I get off at the next exit and figure out where a gas station is? It's like, but everything just sort of slotted itself in. And even though it was a 7-hour trip and I started it at 10 this morning, I got here 15 minutes before the scheduled start time. It all worked out because I knew enough of the math to be able to trust that the rest of it would work out, that I would be able to handle the data when I got it. And I could, for the first time ever, be comfortable not having it up front.
Yeah. Yeah, fantastic. Thank you for driving so far to come out for this podcast. That's awesome.
Well, I'm in the profiler training class right now, and I'm in the personality life path class right now, and I'm loving it. And so since you're just one state over.
Just one state, right?
It's just one state.
That's right. Yeah. And it sounds like the universe rolled out the red carpet.
It keeps doing that.
Yeah, your extroverted intuition's coming through for you.
Yeah, it keeps on doing that now that I'm kind of getting in the groove here and saying, no, I can trust this.
Yeah, so I think you're hitting on something that's really valuable and something we've mentioned multiple times on the podcast, which is permission, right? Like part of the expectations that we get, they also are arbiters of permission. Like I'm not allowed to do that because the expectation is that I won't, right? So do I have permission to do that even though I know that there's an influential person in my life that would disapprove? And what I hear you saying is that knowing your best fit type preferences is giving you permission to do it anyway.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I didn't tell my father.
Right.
Fair enough.
That's right. Baby steps, right? Work up to it. All right.
All right. Thank you so much, Sarah, for being here.
Sarah.
Give her a hand. I appreciate it. Who else?